Hello, folks, and welcome. This is Dan from Tabletop Gaming Guild coming at you today with a playthrough. Today we are going to be looking at Mystic Vale. Mystic Vale is, of course, a board game published in 2016 by AEG Games and designed by John Clare. This, of course, is the digital app for Mystic Vale, published by Nomad Games. Hey, folks, before we get started, I do have to say I got a key for this game. So we're just going to take a look at this. I'll show you the options. We'll do some gameplay. Check it out. So settings first, I guess. There's some very simple audio settings, a couple game settings, a couple graphic settings. All right, let's get in here and play a game. We'll just do a standard game. It will just be me and a slightly easy bot. Alright, in the game of Mystic Vale, you are a druid clan tasked with restoring the land to vitality. Up here at the top of the screen, you have Vale cards. These Vale cards have special abilities on them. Some of them are just worth points. This one's worth 6 endgame points. And they have different symbols on them. You have to be able to produce these symbols in order to acquire these cards. Down here in the middle of the screen, this is the cards that are currently available to purchase. You purchase them using mana, which is this blue resource, and the cost is in the upper right. These fertile soils are always in the game and just provide more mana on whatever card they're put onto. These other cards, here's one that provides a veil symbol. That one provides one of those star energies. Here's one that provides a growth symbol. We'll get to that. So there are always 3 level 1 cards. You can see that because there's a 1 dot here beneath the cost. 3 level 2 cards and 3 level 3 cards available to purchase. They do get more expensive, obviously. So that's what you can spend your mana on. Down here we have the player area. So over here, you can see a 15. That indicates the number of cards that are remaining in my deck right now. You start with a deck of 20 cards. Most of them are blank like this. This represents a cursed land. And then there's a pool of victory points based on the player count in the game. And when this runs out, that causes the game to end. So the first phase of the game is called the planting phase. This UI does this for you automatically, where it flips cards out of your deck until 3 of these corruption symbols are showing among the cards in your display and on top of your deck. The top card of your deck is revealed to you, but it's not actually in your display. So right now, I have a choice. I have a choice of whether I want to push or just keep what I have. If I push, this card flips out into the display and the new top card is revealed. If I still have 3 or less corruption symbols, I can go into the harvest phase and purchase stuff and take the rest of my turn. If I go to 4 or more, then I bust effectively and my turn is over. I don't want that to happen yet, so I am just gonna keep what it had given me. I'll proceed to the harvest phase. During the harvest phase, you collect all the resources that are in your fields, and then you can purchase up to 2 improvements, and up to 2 Vale cards if you have those resources, which you won't at the beginning of the game. I think I will just take a fertile soil and tack it on there. End turn. All right, well, it's going to be boring, huh? All right, you know what? I'm going to push. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to hit this yellow button to push. That's 4. So that is a bust. I didn't get anything that turn. So one thing does happen when you bust. This token right here flips over. This is a mana token, and this allows you to spend 1 additional mana on future turns. I will go to Harvest Phase. I have 4 mana to spend if I spend my token, which I may just do. Alright, yeah, we'll take this. This provides us with a Vale symbol. There's a helm icon on it, and it says Harvest, gain 1 mana for each helm on this card. So the more helms we get on this card, the better that's going to be. I have 4 to spend again. Okay, I am going to go to my Harvest Phase. I'm going to tech up this card. So I'm going to put a Fertile Soil in the middle and the bottom. These advancement cards are either top, middle, or bottom. You can see that by where the icon is over here on the left of them all. So I can't add an improvement that's a top on this one because the top's already filled by this defaulted cursed land. But I just filled out that card, so it's going to be a little bit better the next time it flips out of my deck. Okay. I do not like this hand at all because it only provides 2. But pushing to a 3 does not get me more options. So I think I just, yeah. Okay. So I have 2 right now, but if I push, this card comes to my field and I get 4, which is probably worth it. Ah, did not bust. Cool. Excellent. We'll take this Moonwolf. There we go. Take this Moonwolf, add it to this card. That Moonwolf has 1 victory point printed on it. These gray victory point symbols indicate end game points that don't help trigger the end game. We need to actually pull victory points out of the pool. And I should try to start doing that. What if I got to play with 4? Push. Bust. Oh my, that's a lot of energy. So I will go straight to my planting phase or my harvest phase so that I can start buying stuff. I have 9 to spend, and I can buy up to 2 improvements on a turn. So this plow over here has 1 blue victory point symbol on it. That means every time this comes out of my deck, I'm going to take 1 victory point out of this pool, which helps trigger the end game. So I'm going to add this to a card, and I am going to add this to the same card. I only have 3, but 3 is what it takes to buy this Field of Flowers. I think I'll just take that. I'll add this Field of Flowers to this card, make it better for next time. I still have 3 to play with. I will push. I kind of want 4 spoiled. Oh well. What have I got to play with? 7? 7's a lot. Go to harvest phase. Okay, so I'll point out this. This card has a specialty. It says cancels all spoil symbols on this card, or corruption symbols rather. So I'm gonna take this card and I'm gonna stick it on this card. I can still buy stuff. Oh, I guess I can take a seedling or a fertile soil. No, that's fine. I actually don't want one of those. I have 11 energy. That's a lot. So yes, I will go to my planting phase and actually collect all those resources. Now let's see. What I am doing. Cares about helms. Oh man, I can buy them all. Oh, this Ent is crazy. Maybe I just buy that? Okay, I'm going to add a seedling to this card. It says cancels all but 1 spoils on this card. So in the future, we can add a spoil symbol here and it won't count. Relatively useful. 9 left to spend. I mean, I do want to show you guys Vale cards. So I will add this to my deck. And then I have some Vale symbols here. I have a leaf, wind symbol, and a wild. So I can buy either one of these blooming arbors. Might as well. Okay, I will go ahead and go to harvest. So there's 3 buttons here. This button will show you your field, which is the cards that will give you resources and allow you to purchase things. This card here shows you your Vale cards that you've purchased, so I do have access to the special ability. This button here will show you your current discard pile. Mine's empty. I am going to do this. Grove Tender has 1 growth symbol for each helm. I'm going to add a podling to that card. Gives that card 1 helm. These green growth symbols effectively cancel out these red corruption symbols, allowing you to get bigger turns because there are more cards in your display. Three's not a lot. But if I push this out, it's a lot more. All right, yeah, sure, we'll take that risk. Ah, nope. Spoiled. I may not be good at choosing when to pick to push or not. So we'll go to harvest. So we take a look at that. It cancels all but one spoil on this card. So this is a pretty good card. Normally, you would not want to put 2 spoils on a single card, but because of this cancel ability, that's actually a pretty smart play. What have I got to play with? 3? I guess I'll fertile soil this card. Sure. And I've got some Vale symbols to spend this turn. It looks like I can buy this Pharaoh Grove for 3 victory points. Or one of these that helps me get more Vale cards later. I'll purchase that. That's fine. Okay. I'll go to harvest. What do I have to play with? 9 if I use my mana token, or 8 without. I think I'll just buy a bear. Bear's not bad. It's got a growth, it's got a bear symbol, it's worth a victory point. Am I using that other 2 for fertile soil? No. Here we go. Once per turn, you can spend 2 energy for 1 Vale symbol. Oh no, not for 1 Vale symbol. To use any Vale symbol as a wild. Yeah, I don't want to buy more cards or improvements. Final round. When the victory point pool is empty, we finish the turn cycle. So this is my last go. I've got 9 to spend. And I probably just want victory points. So we'll buy this Vale card for 2 victory points. And looks like the most victory points I can get off the middle of the row is this one. End my turn. Final turn complete. I didn't do so well, which is normal. My brother beats me regularly at this game. This was Mystic Vale. I am playing on Steam. This game is available on Steam, and it is $14.99 sans sales. Thanks. Have a good one. Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, hit like, or even subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, see you around.